guys, welcome to Carol's Universe, tarot readings from the heart. So we're going to do your week ahead reading today, 28th of October. So Monday 28th of October through to the 3rd November 2019. I want to show you the cards that are being used for this week's readings. For your weekly check-in, we use the there's a new deck here, the Legrand Circus and Sideshow Tarot. Okay, Jolie is the author, the person that's on the deck. We use that for the second level of the reading. We use the Everyday Enchantment Tarot for the third level, and the Next World Tarot for the first level. And your advice comes from the Art of Life Tarot deck by Charlene Livingston, sorry. For your 10-card career and 10-card love reading for the week, we use my good old trusty Dark Mansion Tarot. I love these cards, I always use them. Also we use the Tea Leaf Fortune cards for advice. We use cards, the career cards and the love cards and the wealth cards from here. And then we use, to fill in the gaps on those cards, the answer deck as well. Okay. If you guys would like your year ahead reading, I'm booking up quite steadily with those. But if you'd like to order a year ahead 2020 reading, go ahead. It's on the website now. All right then. Enjoy your reading, guys. Hi guys, welcome to Carol's Universe, tarot readings from the heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your week ahead reading. Just to let you know how the reading's going to go, we do your weekly check-in first. Then we have a look at more specifically your work, stroke finance, and we also have a look at your love life during the week. If you'd like to see a particular reading, so if you'd like to only look at your work reading or only your love reading or maybe just the general reading, timestamps are below. So you just click on the time and it will take you straight through to the reading that you want to view. I'd like to say, guys, thanks ever so much for joining me this week for your reading. And yeah, sit back, relax and enjoy. Okay, Scorpio, here's your reading. Who are you showing us this week? Let's have a look. Ooh, nice. You're showing us the Chariot. Brilliant. When you're the Chariot, you're really starting to take charge of your own life. You're starting to get those external difficulties into some form of sync. Because you can see on this card here, the charioteer will always kind of stand. In most depiction of tarot cards, charioteers usually stand above two horses. And, you know, you can see here actually he's got a whip on him. So he's trying to keep, and he's actually got 4 horses here. And what he's having to do, he's having to be quite strict actually with this chariot's energy here. This one reminds me of somebody who's being quite strict. Because on this Chariot card, there's great movement. You can see that this person's moving really, really quickly on this card. He's moving at such a quick pace. And he's having to, in order to manage all of the elements around him, he's really got to be quite strict. So I just get the impression that this week, it's a week about taking charge, Scorpio. But it's also a week for all of these sort of divisive elements around you. It's all about trying to bring those things under control. And to do that, Scorpio, it feels to me that with this whip in your hand, that you are going to really need to whip a few things into shape. I just got that kind of message come through with the whip. It's about whipping things back into shape. So I feel here that, you know, when you get a Chariot card, the Chariot is all about overcoming disorder. It's about making order from the disorder. So usually the strength is all about trying to get that inner strength. With the Chariot card, it's about kind of things outside of yourself, the external everyday stuff that you're experiencing that might be a little bit kind of tumultuous to deal with. It's all about bringing alignment back. And in order to do that, one needs to kind of rely on their own strength of will, their own confidence, their own motivation and their own determination. And I feel that here, just looking at how fast you Scorpios are going with that Chariot, you guys are showing an element of determination, not only to overcome maybe some tumultuous energies that you've been feeling, but also to bring anything that seems to be out of alignment, out of sync with you, back into some form of, you know, structure with this Chariot energy. So it's a very nice card for you guys to be this week. What's the reason that you're doing this? Because of the 10 of, what is that? Let me have a look. It's the 10 of, what is that? Oh, 10 of coins. Is it the 10 of cups? No, 10 of coins. I think it's the 10 of coins, actually. I think that's the 10 of coins. It's probably something to do with money. I think that's actually the 10 of pentacles. I can't see a cup on the card. It must be the 10 of pentacles. It'll be something to do with the home. It'll be something to do with the family. Something to do with money more than likely, because 10 of coins is lots and lots of money. 10 of coins can be, you know, financial situations within the home. So some of you guys are determined to try and sort out and to try and bring back into alignment some form of order. And it's something to do with money. It's something to do with the home. It might be something to do with a job, but it's something to do with probably a lot of money as well. What is it that you are, what is your goal for the week, Scorpio? The Home of Fire, so the Page of Wands. I feel with the Page of Wands, you know, your goal might be something to do with communication, speech with the Page of Wands energy. Page of Wands is to communicate, to be open, to talk, to, you know, open up with the Page of Wands. And it might be your goal is to talk, to open up, to communicate and express yourself with this Page of Wands energy here. The other thing that the goal might be with the Page of Wands is to be free this week. It's the goal is to explore something, to explore another side of life, to explore something new. Maybe the goal is to explore something new and creative, because the Page of Wands is all about creativity and it's about exploring a new creative path. So maybe for some of you Scorpios, your goal is to explore a creative path, a new creative path, albeit you know, you are taking charge. You're taking charge within the home. You're taking charge of your money. You're taking charge of your jobs. You're taking charge of, you know, your very sort of personal relationships with that 10 of coins energy showing there. More than likely money or home. You guys are really determined to get ahead, to take charge. And it might be the goal for the week concerning those energies, Scorpio, with this Page of Wands energy. Is really, it feels like it is to, I don't know whether it's to speak your truth concerning something to do with the home, especially if you need to take charge of something within the home, or maybe the Page of Wands is to explore a new territory, to do something new. Maybe this is taking control of your finances, the 10 of coins energy. Maybe your goal is, it might be to book a holiday maybe with the Page of Wands energy, to kind of set yourself free to do something new with this Page of Wands. Now I've got two cards showing here for the goal that you need to overcome. So two cards came out together. The obstacle, that you need to overcome, Scorpio, is Revolution, which is the Tower. I think this is it's the Tower card, 16, Tower. It's called Revolution here. So this might bring an element of chaos along with it. Okay, so the obstacle that you need to overcome is, you know, and this is your ruling planet. Mars, one of your ruling planets is Mars, the Tower energy, and Towers are Scorpio people as well. Usually it's Scorpios going nuts. Okay, so it actually feels here that the obstacle you need to overcome, that when you do this, I think there's a couple of things. I think number one obstacle maybe with that Tower energy is the obstacle that you need to overcome, Scorpio, is that this is something that is, it might be completely out of the norm. It might be something that takes you out of your security zone with the Tower energy showing here. And that's an obstacle because Scorpio, even though we are the sign of, you know, we're ruled by death, change, you know, endings, new beginnings, that type of thing. I'm one of those Scorpios who gets a little bit afraid of change. I know a lot of Scorpios that don't really like change. We're fixed and yet we're ruled by death. It's interesting. But one of the obstacles you need to overcome is, and this could be some of you guys acting like the Tower, because remember, this is your ruling planet, so the Tower can be a Scorpio individual. And if it is you, Scorpio, this is you losing your temper. This is you losing your control. So, and it might be that there is, the obstacle that you need to overcome is that I don't think it's anything about losing temper. I think it's something to do with losing who you are, because Scorpios tend to like to be very kind of stern. Well, not stern, we don't like to be stern, but we certainly like to show an element of control. We never like to be out of control, put it that way. We really don't. It's all very, the way that I see Scorpios, because I'm a Scorpio myself, I know myself, my twin sister obviously is a Scorpio. We do like to hold it together. And with the Tower energy, you know, being water in Scorpio, and you've got the Mars, which is our ruling planet, this could be something coming out. This could be something that is something that we don't want to open up to. This is something that we don't want to express. And the obstacle might be that you express something here with the Tower. It might be the obstacle you need to overcome is that whatever is going on here is going to affect you probably at its deepest core with the Tower energy, in that your emotions kind of connected to this energy here. It might be with the Tower energy that everything is coming up as a result of being able to kind of take control of whatever this situation is. And that might be something that you need to try and overcome, because this might require you, whatever is happening here with that Chariot and the Ten of Coins energy, and the fact that your goal is the Page of Wands. It might be the goal with the Page of Wands is simply to be free of the situation. It might be whatever those energies are for you, Scorpio. It might be that it affects you in such a way that you do almost exhibit becoming out of control, or you exhibit some form of lack of control, maybe with that Tower energy showing here. The other obstacle is with the Tower energy, that this is something that is going to create, for some of you guys it might create karmic chaos. For some of you guys it might be with the Tower energy. The obstacle that you need to overcome is that whatever this is it might be a little bit risky with that Tower energy. It's not a stable move, you know, maybe with the Tower energy showing here. It's not something that is a secure move to make, but it just feels like with you guys being the Chariot and your goals being the Page of Wands, it almost feels like there is a sense with Scorpio this week that we need that freedom. And in order to get that freedom and maybe take control of our finances or take control within the home, we need to do something that kind of is outside of our comfort zone in order to bring maybe security back. What is the next card with the Tower energy? Wow. Sudden fortune. The Wheel of Fortune and the Tower. The Tower is the sudden card. It's what happens unexpectedly, and the Wheel of Fortune is change, or and I think this is not sudden. I think this is sudden change, because both cards talk about things just happening spontaneously, just like that. And it's amazing because you've got two major cards. So it says that the obstacle you're going to need to overcome is that whatever this is, it's going to bring some sudden changes. And this might be something that takes a bit of time for Scorpio to actually get used to actually adjust to actually adapt to. But whatever this is that you're taking control of in your finances or in your, you know, your home or whatever it is, and your goal being the Page of Wands energy to explore maybe some form of, for example, this might be in terms of money. It might be for some of you guys that I'll give you an example. I like to give examples on the reading, Scorpio. Some of you guys might be experiencing financial difficulties. So you say, you know what, I need to take control, Chariot, of my finances here, you know, because I need to make sure. And also the Chariot is a very nurturing card as well. It's ruled by Cancer. So this is taking care of the people that mean the most to us, are children, husbands, partners. This is nurturing. So some of you guys are really trying to make sure that you are acting in a very responsible way with that Chariot, taking care maybe of the family here. And maybe the goal is, concerning this, to do something that is new, to maybe take a risk, to take a chance. Maybe this is to go out and get a job. Maybe some of you guys haven't worked in a while. Maybe the family needs it, that type of thing. But if that's the case, I'm just giving you an example. I'm not saying that it is that. You can attribute this reading to any way you want to attribute it. I'm saying if that's the case, where it's a case of, you know, I need to take control of my finances. So maybe if I need to take control of my finances, then maybe with the Page of Wands, it means that I have to explore a different avenue, a new avenue with the Page of Wands energy in order to do that. Well, it could be the obstacle that you need to overcome is that there are going to be sudden changes involved in this, okay? There's going to be, this for me isn't, because Wheel of Fortune is also very similar to the Justice card. It actually talks about what you put out there is what you get back in. So this is kind of like cause and effect when you look at the Wheel of Fortune as well. All right. So this is kind of the, what's the word I'm looking for? This is the, I can't think of the word I'm looking for, but this is the results of your actions as well. But I think that this is sudden changes that suddenly come in. And the obstacle you're going to need to overcome is that you're going to need to adjust as well to the sudden changes, because this is going to be such a shock for Scorpio because of decisions that you make the repercussions of those decisions, Scorpio, will be that there will be sudden changes that come upon you, and you're going to have to adjust to it, because for some of you guys, you got yourself into a little bit of a comfort zone, and now these sudden changes are coming about as a result of your own decisions here. You're like, okay, all right, I'm going to have to roll with this. What could you be achieving by the end of the week? The Eight of Wands, you are advancing. You're moving forward at a very rapid rate with the Eight of Wands energy. You've got some magnificent cards. I mean, they are really good, but it's as a result of your own choices. That's the thing. Charioteers, the sevens in the tarot mean choices, and you've got a classic card that means choice. And it is your choice. It was your choice, Scorpio, to make these changes, to change direction. Some of you guys are changing direction. But you can see with the whip that you're saying, I've got to get this into order. I've got to get these wayward energies of the horses into order, because my family, I have to make sure that my family is secure, maybe financially. I have to make sure they're safe. Maybe I've got money issues going on, and I need to, with this Ten of Coins energy, it's all about getting that order back, all right? And I need to gain some form of order. So my goal for the week is, Page of Wands, to do something that I haven't done before. The Page of Wands energy, to go out there and to explore and do something completely new that isn't like me. Because Scorpios couldn't be further from the Page of Wands energy if you tried. We're secretive, we're quiet at the best of times, and we kind of like to keep things the same. I know a lot of Scorpios say, no, I don't, I like change. But I know a lot of Scorpios that don't. I'm one of those that gets very frightened of change. But I think that this week, this is all about you guys being forced to do something. It feels like you're coming up to the wire. It feels like you're at the wire. You're at that place where you're like, you know what, I better do some shit here, because, if I don't, the repercussions could be blah, blah. So it just feels like the universe really, to me, and we know that the universal energies are involved because we have a Wheel of Fortune and a Tower, and both cards indicate that this is out of your control. So the obstacle that you need to overcome as well is that whatever the repercussions are of this, in a way, it's going to be completely out of your control. You've really sort of set something in motion this week, and the repercussions of what you set out into motion, it's going to be out of your control. But luckily, by the end of the week, what you could be achieving is the Eight of Wands. This could be messages, this could be news coming. It's Mercury. It's ruled by Mercury, actually. Mercury in Sagittarius. Mercury is the planet of communication. So what we've got here is lots of communication. Some of you guys, what you could be achieving is lots of positive communication coming towards you as a result of this energy here. Your goal might be to kind of present yourself this week with the Page of Wands energy. That's your goal. It's to present yourself. Is it to present yourself to employers? Who is it you want to present yourself to, Scorpio? Because the repercussions of that by the end of the week could see, well, you're getting some very favourable messages and communication and that type of thing coming back. But you need to overcome the obstacle that all of these things that you're setting into motion, whatever the situation is for you, and this could very much be something to do with career, because you've got Page of Wands and you've got Eight of Wands, and Wands represent career and work, and plus we've got the money card as well of the Ten of Coins. So what we've got here is money and work. So this could be something to do with money and work for some of you guys here, okay? But what you're setting into motion, the obstacle you're going to need to overcome is that this is something that's going to be out of your control. These are kind of massive changes that once they start bam, bam, bam coming in, you're going to have to kind of roll with those punches. What is it you should be avoiding this week, Scorpio? Three of Swords, getting really worried, regrets. The thing is, you wanted it. That's the thing. You wanted it. And there's no time to kind of sit back and say, oh shit, I shouldn't have done that. The only reason that you'll do that is because of whatever is happening here. It's because of the sudden, the sudden changes that come in. The things that come in out of the blue with that Tower and Wheel of Fortune that are now, you can't take it back. Now you've set out that kind of, you've let the lion out of the cage, you can't take it back, because whatever repercussions come with this, Scorpio, you're going to have to roll with it, because you just can't take it back. And you need to avoid crying. You need to avoid saying, oh man, why did I do that? I regret doing that now. I shouldn't have done that, because you know, it was down to you that this is happening. And I think it's a good thing in a way, because this is direct action, the Eight of Wands, and what you could be achieving is news, communication, but also seeing things. If things have been quite stagnant for some of you Scorpios for a while, what you'll see with that Eight of Wands is things starting to move. They're literally starting to move, and they're literally starting to advance further. And maybe, just maybe, with all these rapid changes, because the Tower is rapid, and the Wheel of Fortune is all of this kind of like changes, boom, 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 one thing spiraling, coming in after another, after another, after another. With all of those things that suddenly come in for you, it almost feels like you're in a whirlwind. And that might be some of you guys with that Three of Swords saying, oh man, I can't cope with this whirlwind. I can't cope with how fast everything's moving, because Scorpios, in my experience, prefer the quiet life. So that when we find that we've got all of this boom, 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 rapid stuff that's happening, we tend to be like, oh man, I'm a little bit nervous. Can I deal with this? And that's you in that Three of Swords saying, oh shit, I wish I hadn't set off this chain of events. Because you are kind of bringing in a chain of events, and you have kind of, you know, precipitated that. You know, I'm surprised we don't have a magician here. We've got this because you kind of brought this into being, Scorpio, because of your family. Maybe you needed to earn money, and maybe you need to make sure that somebody is secure, or a family member's secure, or you're secure within the family, whatever it is. But you kind of, you know, you brought into being a chain of events that once these two cards get going, there's nothing you can do about it. It's just going to keep rolling. And you need to avoid kind of regretting your actions, because the actions are going to work out fine in the end. What is it you need to embrace? The Seven of Coins. That with the Seven of Coins, can you see on this card? I think that what you need to embrace is that you need to look at every opportunity that comes to you, and you need to consider it. Because you can see on this Seven of Coins that there's a man who's offering her money, and she's standing there for her goods. So offering money for work, for example. She's standing there and she's like, oh, I don't know, man. And that might be why you're doing this. Because you need to avoid worrying and sitting and thinking, oh man, should I have done that? I'm really worried, I'm really scared. And you need to kind of embrace that, you know, if there are opportunities that come your way as a result of whatever it is that you have brought into being here, Scorpio, you really need to be considering them with that Seven of Coins energy. Quite seriously. And I get the impression that when that comes in there, the reason that you're doing this is because you want to stay with the old. You're afraid. You want to stay with the old way of doing things with that Three of Swords energy. You're afraid to cut yourself loose. You say you got all the gift of the gab, and you've got all of the intention here. You've got all of that intention, which is beautiful intention, Scorpio. But what happens is that when it comes to the wire now, when things start to happen, when it's like the spiraling effect of your actions, when the sudden changes start to come in, it's like bam, bam, bam. Yeah, I've been seeing, for example, I'm not saying you're doing it, Scorpio, but for example, oh yeah, I've been in a job for a year that I've been moaning about. But then suddenly, out of the blue, I've got like 10 interviews. Tower and the Wheel of Fortune, I've got these 10 interviews that bam, 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 just suddenly come in. And it's like, oh man, I wish I hadn't done that. You know, I'm all right just sitting here. I'm okay. I don't really want the change. Well, no, you do want the change. You're just afraid of it, because now it's become very, very real. And now it's become a case of that you're going to have to kind of face up to it, because you started this thing, Scorpio. So don't be afraid with the Three of Swords. Avoid allowing your fears to hold you back and to stop you from finishing the work that you've been putting in here. You know, that's what you need to do. And you need to embrace that when opportunities come along, you know, you've got to kind of look at them and start kind of accepting them, because these are opportunities that are being presented to you. All right. You need to kind of accept that when opportunities come along, you should be really seriously considering them. If you need help and advice, support, where can you go? Go to the King of Wands. Go to somebody who's inspirational. Go to somebody who's going to be able to inspire and to help you to feel more confident and more self-assured, because that's what King of Wands does. King of Wands are leaders. They take charge. You can see everybody's running behind him. And to be honest, he looks like he's blind, doesn't he? But he's got this dog and he still runs confidently. He doesn't really know where he's going, but he knows that he's going to reach his goal. So you've got to reach, you know, you've got to, if you need help, speak to someone who can help you to feel far more confident. Somebody who can instill a sense of faith within you, which the King of Wands can. Speak to somebody who will make you feel good about what you've done. Speak to someone who can push you. Somebody who can help you remain determined with the King of Wands energy, because he's never going to do the Three of Swords. He doesn't know what it feels like to be a Three of Swords, because he is so confident in himself. He doesn't know about this type of shit. And even if he does feel this type of shit, he knows very well that he can just kind of you know, he can kind of just ignore it and pretend it doesn't exist, because he doesn't allow things to phase him. Even in the midst of challenges, the King of Wands will still try and overcome those things, because he's fire. You know, he's determined, he's passionate, he's ambitious, he's motivated. He's not going to allow any type of, you know, sadness standing his way. So go to someone who will help you to take charge of those fears that you've got there with the Three of Swords energy. That's what you need, okay? You started this, you wanted it, and now it's coming, Scorpio. You're afraid of it, and you're kind of backing down. You're, oh man, I shouldn't have done that. But you've got to, when these opportunities come along with the Seven of Coins energy, Scorpio, you've got to take them, because you wanted them. And if you don't take them, Scorpio, you know, not only are you doing yourself a disservice, because you're giving into that fear, because you can't cope with these massive energies, these massive changes that just one after the other are pummeling and pummeling and pummeling themselves at you. And you're like, oh man, no, I can't do it. This is where you do the whole thing here. It's just, but that's the essence of a Scorpio, isn't it? The Scorpios, we have a sting in our tail, but I don't know many Scorpios that really like to fight, for example. I know a lot of Scorpios that have all the gift of the gab, i.e. Chariot here, Page of Wands here, all the gift of the gab Scorpios have. But if you challenge them, so the Scorpios, oh yeah, I'll screw you over, I'll bash your face in. And somebody will go up to that Scorpio and go on then, bash my face in, and the Scorpio will be like, do you see what I mean? Sometimes Scorpios are like that. You know, they speak, they talk the talk, but sometimes a Scorpio won't walk the walk. And I'm saying that of myself as a Scorpio. We can talk the talk, but sometimes we don't walk the walk, because we allow our fears to take over. We think things too deeply. And, you know, if you've done it and you said, I want to do it, you've got to follow it through. So this week it's about the follow through. All right? You've got to follow it through. It's about the follow through. It's as simple as that. If you don't want to follow it through, don't start the fire. Do you see what I mean? You're starting the fire, so you've got to follow it through, okay? All right, I'm going to come back with your work reading. Oh, no, what am I doing? Let's get your advice through the Art of Life Tarot deck. Universe, Spirit, what is the advice you have for Scorpio on this reading? What is the advice that you have for Scorpio on this reading? Okay, right, so the Moon. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams and live the life you have imagined. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Yes. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams, because that's what you want to do, Scorpio. The problem with Scorpio is when the dream gets closer to Scorpio, Scorpio becomes like this. We recoil. We get afraid. And loads of Scorpios do that. As I said, we talk the talk, but sometimes we don't bloody well walk that walk. When the big shit starts to happen, we're like, oh man, now I want to keep it small. I want to keep it small. I don't want... No. Be confident. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams and live the life that you have imagined. Amazing. All right, we're going to get on with your work reading. Bear with me. Let's have a look what's happening around work. What can we see happening around work for Scorpio this week? So we have the Knight of Wands. So some of you guys advancing in your work perhaps, or you could be exiting, leaving work, leaving a job. Knight of Wands is a movement card. So when that card shows up, sometimes you're leaving a job, sometimes you're making advances in a job. But he's the first card, so he's outside of... What's he outside of though? I think that you're leaving a partnership here, some of you guys. So leaving a contract, leaving... It might be that you were doing a contract job, for example. You were only meant to be in the job maybe for 2-3 months, something like that. I'm seeing you leaving a job here. It looks like a contract. So you're leaving behind a contract, I think, here with this Two of Cups energy. With a corporation, a Hierophant. Hierophants in work readings are groups, corporations, that type of thing. So I see you leaving behind a job. It was within a corporation showing here. Let's have a look at the next card showing up here. The Hermit. So what I feel that I'm looking at here, this is, the Hermit is a card about withdrawal. 2 withdrawal cards here. Knight of Wands and the Hermit energy. But also some of you guys might be seeking a higher level position because the Hermit is looking into the Hierophant. So it might be that you're leaving a partnership here. You might be looking for a higher level job, for example. The Hierophant is also a job where, you know, it's like an emperor or it's like a king or something like that. You're looking for a job where maybe that you have more responsibility with that Hierophant energy showing up here. Yeah, I mean, the Three of Coins energy here. I think that you're looking for a position, you know, in which maybe you're managing a team of people, because the Hierophants are managers within the tarot. So some of you guys, it just feels like you're looking for a position as the Hermit energy where you are, you know, you're going out there. Because I see you leaving a partnership here, and it almost feels like you're looking for a management position, you know, Hierophant energy. So you're looking for like a top position, Scorpio, in which you might be managing a team of people. That Three of Coins energy showing up here. Also, some of you guys, you're having your work being looked into as well. So what I'm seeing this week is the Hermit energy could be an audit as well. So some of you guys, your company, the company that you're working for is being audited this week, or there should be an audit that's coming up, because Hermits are auditors. They're like the investigators of the tarot. This is the Three of Coins, the work. So work is being audited here, and the Hierophant energy, you know, this is the corporation, for example, or maybe an audit has been sanctioned here, because Hierophants sanction things. So I'm seeing an audit being sanctioned. I'm also seeing maybe like a corporate company sending an auditor in to audit the work within your company, that type of thing. Let's have a look. So Six of Wands. So Six of Wands is recognition. Some of you guys are getting recognition this week, praise, with the Six of Wands energy showing up there. Victory. Okay. Unfortunately, I'm seeing some form of victory or success being at a close, because I've got the Death card here, and we can see here that you're leaving a partnership behind. Some of you guys no longer feeling confident in this, probably. Six of Wands and the Death card. This is confidence, but no longer with the Death. So you might be leaving behind a, you know, a contract, no longer feeling very confident in that, for example. Maybe your work is being audited, Three of Coins, by a boss here, a Hierophant, that type of person showing up. Let's have a look. Yeah, I definitely see you looking and reaching out to others. Three of Wands energy showing up here. Okay. What I'm seeing here, I'm seeing a few things really on this reading. I'm just going to... Does that look all right? It looks a little bit blurry whenever I put in, just a tiny bit blurry. I like the picture to be slightly more sharper, considering I'm using a HD camera for this. Anyway, I see you guys leaving behind a contract. You know, you're leaving behind a partnership here. I don't think you guys feel very confident in this contract anymore. Okay, I don't think you feel very confident in the people that you work around. I'm feeling some of you guys are leaving because it feels to me that somebody has been auditing your work. It feels to me like they're feeding back to a Hierophant. Looks like they're telling tales to me. Looks like they're going back and they're telling tales. Okay, so some of you guys leaving, you know, a partnership here because your work is being audited, and it looks like this Hermit is reporting back to the Hierophant on the work that you're doing. The work doesn't look bad because the Three of Coins isn't reversed. Three of Coins reversed is where the work is done very poorly. So it just looks like somebody's kind of saying stuff about the work that you're doing. Maybe they're saying they're not happy with the work that you do for some reason. Four of Cups, they don't feel very happy with the work that you do. Okay. I do feel that you guys are looking for, you know, you're looking away from the group. And also, if you look at this Lover's energy here as well, she looks dissatisfied with her group, with the people that she's, you know. Also, this person's not getting much attention. If you look at that guy there, he's putting more attention on this girl here than he is on this here. So some of you guys are probably leaving also behind a partnership here. You're not confident anymore within the partnership. It feels like you feel like the odd one out as well. And the Hermit and the Lover's energy and the Hermit and the Two can mean that you're outside of the group, and we do have group energy in the Lovers and the Two of Cups. And also this girl is looking like she feels outside of the group. So some of you guys are leaving a partnership because you actually feel outside of the group. You feel like you're not having and also you're not getting any attention because the Six of Wands energy and the Death card. So not only are you leaving the group because you're no longer confident within the job, it's not the job, it's the people. It's not actually the job, it's the people, because you can do the job very well, Scorpio. But I see you leaving behind a partnership this week. Number one, you're not confident in it. Number two, you're not being given the praise and the awards that you deserve as well with the Death and the Six of Wands energy. Also, somebody's been reporting on the work that you've done, and they're saying we're not happy with the work that this person's done, and they're feeding it back to the higher ups as well. So that'll be also why some of you guys are looking to, you're looking to cast your net further. You're looking to, expand your horizons in terms of work because you're just not happy in the group that you're working with. All right. Number one, you're not happy that you're not getting any attention. It's showing here. This guy is showing more attention to this girl. That's you, probably Scorpion. You're saying, why am I not getting the attention here? Death and the Six of Wands. I'm not getting any attention from these people. They're not looking at what I'm doing, and they're not giving me any awards or any praise. You know, so why should I stay in this group? I'm going to leave these fuckers behind. Sorry, I'm going to leave this group behind, yeah? And plus, they're talking about the bloody work that I do as well. This hermit, this person is sneakily looking at the work, and can you see? They're taking the information back. Can you see the eyes there? They're looking out. Is anybody looking? So I think that you've got a little bit of a sneak around you in that hermit. They've looked at your work. They're feeding back to the Hierophant energy, showing here the higher up. Oh, not very happy with what they've done. The work's not very good, to be honest. And that'll be another reason why you're going. Some of you guys, you're leaving a job behind. So I'm seeing you leaving a job behind you, spreading your, casting your net further. Also, if you've got any work, you know, romances going on, Scorpio, there's a third party situation here where somebody's getting more attention than you, and you're just really not happy with that Four of Cups. And that hermit can be doubled up as the leaving card as well. That's why you're leaving this group, because of a third party situation that's not going your way, basically. Very interesting. Let's have a quick look at the career reading for this. So but certainly not getting, you know, the awards and the praise that you should be getting in terms of this job, Scorpio, and I think you're sick of it. I think you really are. Other people seem to be getting further in their careers than you are, and I think it's very unfair. Let's have a look at what the advice is. Universe, Spirit, in 3 cards. What's the advice through the answer deck for Scorpio? What is the advice that you have for Scorpio through the answer deck in terms of career? Show me. The advice is there's going to be some good news and happiness. Wow, nice. So in career, you've got good news and happiness. Please, please be another good card. Okay, diligence. Okay, I think that you're going to have to wait with the diligence card. Okay, I think there's going to be some good news and happiness, but you're going to have to be patient until that comes in. All right, so you'll have good news and happiness in work, but you're just going to have to be a little bit patient until that comes in. Bear with me, and we're going to do your love reading. Scorpio, you have, oh, that good, and I you know, put the cards in so well. You know, I put them in randomly whenever I redo the reading. So we got the Four of Cups. Four of Cups shows unhappiness, and, you know, sometimes it's a missed opportunity with the Four of Cups energy, and sometimes the Four of Cups in love just shows apathy and boredom, and just feeling generally fed up with what you have. Let's have a look at the next card showing here. Yeah, you're definitely fed up with a lover, or you're fed up about feeling like the third wheel, or you're just fed up with someone. Maybe there's a third party situation. I often, when I look at the lovers card, I look at what the depiction is. The depiction on this lover is somebody's being ignored. So some of you guys are really fed up with being ignored with that lover's energy. It just feels like you're being ignored for somebody else. Seven of Cups. Maybe you're fed up with the lover shopping around here, because we've got a Seven of Cups energy. It depends on who's shopping around. I mean, we could read this and we could say, well, Scorpio is feeling really fed up with possibly being ignored with the lover's energy. Or you're just fed up with a lover who just doesn't pay you enough attention here. Or maybe you're fed up. Maybe with the lover energy, you're saying, I'm really fed up with this relationship. You know what? I'm wondering if they're having an affair. I'm wondering if they're shopping around for someone else. Could read it in all sorts of ways. But I just feel that you're unsatisfied with somebody who's not giving you the attention. Maybe some of you guys feel this person's got a third party, something like that. The Five of Wands energy. So Five of Wands energy might be fears. Okay, with the Five of Wands energy. The Strength card showing here. I think that some of you guys have strong fears here. I think the strong fear is that this person's doing something else. That's what I think's going on here. And it might be this Seven of Cups is you guys looking around on their personal internet. So I'm getting you guys, I think this is you, Scorpio, looking around on their Instagram, looking around on their Snapchat, looking around on their Facebook. I think it's because you're feeling really fed up, almost like the partner's not paying you attention, but also in that Four of Cups energy, it almost feels like the Seven of Cups, like you're wondering if there's a third party. So feeling really fed up, some of you guys wondering if there's a third party, feeling a strong sense of dread and fear, possibly some of you guys looking around on their personal kind of, you know, online, you know, apps, that type of thing, you know, checking out if they're doing any dating sites, that type of thing. What's the next one showing up here? The Ten of Coins. So the Ten of Coins is the family, it's security with the Ten of Coins energy. The Chariot energy showing here. So leaving the family. Some of you guys, it might be you've got strong concerns that the partner's going to leave the family behind. That's what I get here. Okay. I get the impression that some of you guys have these strong fears that somebody's going to leave the relationship, the family behind, because they're just not paying you enough attention, and also because you've got these kind of these you're imagining with the Seven of Cups energy that they've got a third party here. I think this is you imagining that they've got a third party. You're feeling really, and this could also be the partner. So it could be for you, Scorpio, that you've got a partner here who's acting like they're not interested, and some of you guys are wondering, I'm wondering if there's somebody else here, and there's a really strong fear here that this person's going to leave the family, or they're doing things outside of the relationship with that Chariot showing there. Ten of Swords energy. I'm just seeing a lot of worry here with you guys. I'm just seeing a lot of worry with the Ten of Swords energy. The Chariot can also be like really forceful energy within the family here. Some of you guys feeling really upset about that as well. Interesting reading so far, Scorpio. Let's get the other ones. The High Priestess, there are secrets. Some of you guys are really tearing yourself apart. You think somebody's keeping a secret from you. Yeah, you definitely feel someone's keeping a secret. You see that Four of Coins, that's somebody who's not telling you shit. They're keeping stuff to themselves, and so is the High Priestess. It's kind of reinforcing. Somebody's keeping secret, they're not opening up, and you guys are really worrying. Well, I'm sorry to say this, guys, but I feel that for some of you this week, what's happening is that you've got a partner that's not happy. The partner is showing a lot of kind of disinterest. You might be dealing with a Cancerian, for example. And some of you guys with the Seven of Cups have been imagining that this person has another lover. The Lover's energy here. And I think that these fears become stronger during the week. Okay. I think you're imagining, some of you guys, that the lover is going to leave the family. Okay. And I feel that it just feels like it increases, Scorpio, with that Ten of Swords. We go up to the Ten of Swords where we're seeing really deep worry that this person's keeping secrets. They're hiding things from you. They are. And also the High Priestess is another female. All right. It's a secret female. But this is hiding stuff. I don't see any real evidence of somebody being around this other person. But this Ten of Swords would actually, because the Ten of Swords on this deck I read is deep, deep worry. There's loads and loads of concern and worry. Because this partner, if you look here, we've got the Four of Cups and we've got the Four of Pentacles. Both cards show disinterest. And that High Priestess there as well. So we've got cards that indicate secrecy with the High Priestess in the relationship reading. We've got somebody who's bored with the Four of Cups. They're hiding things with that Four of Pentacles energy showing there. We've got deep concern with the Ten of Swords, the Five of Wands and the Strength energy showing here. So you're deeply, deeply worried within these energies here. And also we've got you guys imagining that this person has another individual. They've got. Can you see how you're wondering there? You're I wonder if there's somebody else, because this person's not showing me any attention. But there's deep, deep worry here that this person's going to leave the relationship. Some of you guys have been with this person quite a while. Really, really worried that they're going to leave the relationship, kind of desert the family, that type of thing. Let's have a look at what the advice is in love. It makes me quite sad, that reading does, because all I do, Scorps, is pull the cards. That's all I do. I don't, that's all I do, and that's what comes out. It's quite affected me seeing this reading, to be honest with you. I hope you're all right. I hope it resonates with you. You're okay. Universe Spirit, what is the advice you have for Scorpio and love? What's the advice that you have for Scorpio and love? Show me. There's going to be a change. All right. There's going to be some good news coming in. Oh, fame. There's going to be a change. Good news coming in, fame. I mean, it might be that, because a lot of this is going on in your own head. Remember, with that Seven of Cups. There's a lot of stuff going on in your own head, Scorpio. Okay, so this is probably the partner doing absolutely nothing, because the Seven of Cups means that you're imagining shit, right? So some of you guys, this is going on in, and the reason it's going on in your head, Scorpio, is because the partner, he seems to be like not interested in sex. They're not interested in love. They're kind of like, they just seem really kind of, it's not that they don't want it. They're just kind of not very reciprocative at the moment. So, you go in for a hug or you go to cuddle them, they're like, oh, you're right, yeah, I'm just really tired. That'll be their Four of Cups energy. And for you, it could also be that you're imagining as well that this person is keeping, because remember, a lot of this is in your head. This Ten of Swords is in your head. Can you see how you're absolutely distressed with that Ten of Swords? you're really, really worrying with that Seven of Cups and the Ten of Swords. I mean, what's underlying all of that kind of imagination is the Ten of Swords, the deep, deep worry that this person is holding a secret here. They've got this secret lover with the Lover's energy. That's why they're being a little bit distant emotionally. You guys are imagining with the Seven of Cups energy that they're actually, you know, they've got a secret lover. Four of Coins, High Priestess lovers. They've got somebody else. And they're keeping it from, and you're really imagining this. All right, and you're also imagining, and you're deeply worried. The deeply worried cards of the Ten of Swords and the Five of Wands and Strength. Deep, deep, strong, deep, deep worries that this person is also going to leave the family for this individual. I personally feel, if it resonates with you, that they aren't seeing anyone. It's all in the imagination, because we've got this imagination that's kind of going out of control for some of you guys. But in love, there's going to be a change here. You're going to get some good news. And I think that this might be the partner who says with the Fame card, you know what? It might be seeing good news here. It might be that they reveal what they've been hiding behind the glasses, you know, what they've been hiding. Or they might say to you, oh, I've been so like this or secretive because I was planning a birthday party for you. It is your birthday, Scorps, and it's coming up to your birthday for some of you guys. So it might be somebody's been acting a certain way because they've been planning something for you. Who knows, you know? Okay. Very interesting reading, Scorpio. That is your week ahead reading. I would like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe. If you'd like to order a reading, you can just go to the link in the comment section or the end screen. And also, if you'd like to purchase your 2020 year ahead, it's filling up on the orders. I've done quite a few already, but if you'd like to order one, you can do. Yeah, it's on the homepage of the website. All right, that's it. Love you guys loads. Have a great week. Take care. Bye-bye.